Hello everybody, Lady Garrett you here, and welcome back to The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. In the previous video, which was several months ago by the way, we saved a Termina from the Wrath of Majora. And in this video, we're going to be finally getting around to sewing off the Fierce Deity mask. It took me long enough to get around to doing this. Um, so in this video, I'm going to be showing off me fighting most of the bosses with the Fierce Deity mask. I would not be fighting the boss of Stone Tower Temple with this because it really does not make any difference in that battle. And I already showed off fighting Majora with it, so there's no need to show it again. Oh no, it's you! Do you guys remember how much I struggled with this boss fight during my Let's Play of this game? Well, with the Fierce Deity Mask, this boss fight is like much easier because you could just use the super awesome sword beams and sword beam mist, and you could just destroy him. It's just awesome. I feel powerful. But what I'm going to be doing throughout this video, while I'm taking care of the boss fights, is that I'm also going to be talking about the history of the Fierce Deity Mask on both of a theory level and on a more of a development level. So first off, I'm going to be talking about the how the Fierce Deity Mask came into the game on more of a development level. Um, in the early versions of the game, there was going to be an adult Link mask, which would have allowed Link to turn into adult Link. Um, but this was cancelled because Link could already use the adult Link items, such as the bow and arrow, and there wasn't enough time to come up with some new adult Link exclusive items for the game. So they decided they didn't want to completely throw out the idea. So what they did was that they reworked it as a special bonus for getting all the masks in the game. And it is so worth it because the Fierce Deity is awesome. I'm really hoping he's in Hyrule Warriors, but he's probably not. So, anyway, a goat. I'm going to talk about this for a second. Goat, you can either fight this two ways. You could just wait for him to come around the corner and slash at him with the sword beams, or you could do what I personally like to do and chase him as Goron Link until he falls down, and then slash at him with the sword beams as the Fierce Deity Link. Um, Back on the development thing, it's really obvious that the Fierce Deity Link really is just adult Link, mostly because of the fact that the voice is the same, and the fact that he's basically the same height, and it's just basically a palette swap of it, if that makes any sense. If you don't know what a palette swap is, it's just basically what that basically means is that it's a different color, like Smash Brothers, how you could change the color of Mario's outfit or something like that. It's basically like that, except it's not the same case for this game. Kind of, it's just a different character. It's just a different character. Except we're gonna be fighting Yorga. This is a real challenge, which I really like. So let's go there after we destroy this guy. Stupid rocks. So now I'm going to be talking about the Fierce Deity Link on more of a theory level. Um, there have been a lot of theories about the Fierce Deity Link. I'm going to be going over some of them. One of them was that the Fierce Deity was the hero of Termina, much like how Link is the hero of Hyrule, and Majora is the equivalent of Ganondorf, and which is why Majora sees him as the bad guy when you go to talk to him to get the mask. Um, but another interesting theory is that the Fifth Link is actually the bad guy, and he's just much worse than Majora, which is why he was sealed away in the mask. And he was just that bad that Majora, that uh, he was just so bad that Majora saw him as a bad guy, which I think is really cool. But my personal favorite theory is that the adult Link is that the Fierce Deity Link is the Terminian counterpart to Link. Um, there's a lot of Terminian counterparts in this game, obviously. I didn't really go much into detail during my Let's Play, but like the horse in Romani Ranch is theorized to be the Terminian counterpart of Epona. Anju is the Terminian counterpart of the Cuckoo Lady from Ocarina of Time. And it's a lot of things like that. I thought I'd point out real quick that the sword beams will continue your magic, so yeah. And I was being pretty stupid during this battle because the sword beams only really stun him. You can probably still defeat the entire thing with only the sword beams or something like that, but it's probably the best idea to use a Zora linked against this guy as well, and not just the Fierce Deity link. But yeah, my personal favorite theory is, well, that looks really scary. Not really. It did. I'm gonna have nightmares from it. Anyway, my personal favorite theory is that the Fierce Deity is Link's Terminian counterpart because I think that makes the most sense because he has the same voice and he has the same height and muscle build that Adult Link has from Ocarina of Time. Um, so yeah, it just makes the most sense to me. As for Hyrule Warriors, as I said earlier, I really want him to be in there in some fashion. I don't care what. It could be it could be an alternate costume for Link for all I care. It could even be DLC. I just want him in there in some way. If he was a full playable character, that would be awesome. But I just want him in there in some way. If not, I'm gonna be a little bit sad, but it'll still be awesome. But the game still looks awesome, and I'm not just saying that because it's a Zelda game. I've been the Dynasty Warrior games that have always looked a little bit interesting to me, but Hyrule Warriors I'm definitely gonna get because it looks awesome. And also, Ganondorf is playable, which is awesome. But even more awesome is that Giraham is playable. He's the most. He's my favorite Zelda villain ever. If you don't know who he is, he's a villain in Skyward Sword. He's my favorite villain ever. Um, and I'm really happy that he's playable. Okay, I just went ahead and cut ahead to the ending of the battle because it was getting a little bit long and I was running out of things to say. So come on, 50. It's time to be destroyed by the might of my thumb pressing a button on a controller. Yay, you're defeated! No more aquatic life! Except for except for Sarks. Sarks can stay. Sarks are awesome. Everything else, no. And with that, we are officially done with Majora's Mask. So thank you guys for watching this Let's Play. I've had a lot of fun with it. And until next time, Lady Gear to you.